yesterday, actually.
Oh,
this
well,
movie. Yeah.
good.
When I thought your character had died, I was like,
Yeah.
I've clearly been in Berlin for too long.
Yeah, I get a little weepy myself. I had to look at the ceiling because I didn't want to go on stage with tears in my eyes. But I do, I'm emotionally invested in the movie myself. And when they're blowing on the horns, and it's just like, wow, you know.
It's a really lovely movie, actually.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
Are we all right to roll? Are we okay? Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. I think your character is so endearing.
Oh, thank
the way
you.
he looks as well. What did you think when you first saw him?
Oh, I was like, gee, I really hope I don't look like that. You know, he's a big lug, you know, but it's a bit like a teddy bear. He's this giant of a man, but he has also a giant heart. And I'm very happy with all the aspects of the movie and all the characters.
I guess he's just an archetypal dad, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's a bit overprotective, but he is a father that I think the modern father, anyone that really cares, can relate to, because if you love someone, you're going to worry. But one of the things I like about the way this family looks is they're not glamorous, you know, and that's another good thing, because you know, the majority of the world isn't glamorous. And so when people can go see the movie and they can feel like, you know, that's sort of what I look like, they can identify. And it's not all about your looks, it's about your heart, and do you care or don't you?
And I think that's what's maybe good about doing an animation for an actor, is because it's so much about the voice.
Yes. Well, to me, working on an animated feature is a marvelous exercise to stay in shape as a film actor, because I've always said that film acting, since the advent of the talkie, is 50% voice. All my favorite film actors have imitable voices. Bogart, Brando, Eastwood, Cagney, James Stewart. And when I started acting, I didn't like my voice. I didn't think there was any quality to it. And so I had to develop it. I had to find a way of maturing and finding, accentuating whatever idiosyncrasies in my vocal quality I could, so that you would remember me. And going into that little box, you have to recall that. You have to strengthen your voice, and it's also imagination. You can't just, you know, see Emma, you know, and work with her. You have to imagine, what was her performance as Eep like, and riff off of that. So in between live action movies, to be invited to work with Jeffrey and DreamWorks on this, and Chris and Kirk, is a great opportunity to stay in shape.
I think that's the hard thing. It's so well done that I can't believe that you weren't all together, you know, bouncing off each other, as it were. But it's actually quite a lonely experience sometimes making it, isn't it?
It is, but you know, I did a movie years ago called Adaptation, where I had to act with my twin brother. Well, my twin brother was a tennis ball on a mic stand. And so it's like, if you don't have imagination, then you get out of the business, because that's what it's all about. And so, you know, someone like Ryan and Emma Stone and, you know, Cloris Leachman, these are all great actors. They have huge imagination to resort to. So we didn't really need to be in the same room. We could just understand each other's vocal qualities and riff off of that.
I love the fact it's prehistory, but of course there's so much that a modern audience could relate to.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a dad to sons, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, you know, but the truth is, it's. I mean, there is no prehistory like this. I mean, this is the Croods-tastic landscape. This is a world of the imagination, like Yellow Submarine or Avatar. I mean, this is really out there. But yeah, getting back to my personal life, sure, as a father, I understand being protective. But I must say that I also believe in not living in fear. And in fact, in my own work, I've tried to make a point of taking chances, much to, you know, the chagrin of critics. I mean, I'll just try something that I want to try. It doesn't always work, but the idea is that you have to face the unknown sometimes, and that's what I like about Grug and Eep. You know, he really learns from her. He learns that you can't just survive; you have to live and take chances.
And do you feel the happier for having taken all those chances?
No, absolutely. I have no regrets. I mean, I feel blessed. I've been blessed to work with some of the most talented people in the industry, and I feel blessed that I got invited to be in the Croods. I mean, after the premiere last night, I went home and I watched Shrek on television with my young son. I love that movie, but I said, "Wow, look where we've gone." I mean, look at the technology today. It's spectacular. What's it going to be like 10 years from now? I mean, when I was in that theater watching that movie with my 3D glasses, I could watch that movie 10 times in a row and find something new every time. It's a world unto itself.
For me,